Hello everyone, my name is Sten Puzdriak. I am director and producer of Rebel Monkey, and today I want to share with you everything I know about making short films.
Can you do it one more time? But when you close it, just close it like this. Bam!
Very important moment to know before you make a movie is to know who is your audience. Who do you make this movie for? This might sound obvious, but it's so important. Know your audience. Who's going to care about your film and why. When we made Memory Card, we realized there are a ton of retro gamers out there who love old consoles like the PlayStation 1. That's who we made it for. With Unfinished Chapter, which is set in the Alan Wake universe, we knew the game's fan base was active and looking for new content. It also stood out because there weren't many films in that space. Basically, if you're making something that speaks to a specific group of people, your chances of success go way up. So if you're making a movie, you need to understand who do you make it for. Is it very super original drama story and you expect that people will love it? There is a chance that it will happen, it happened many times, but much bigger chance if you will make something that will relate to a specific group of people. If you are just starting out, don't go big right away. Keep it simple, make a short film that is under 10 minutes. Plus, most film festivals love shorter projects, because they are easier to program. I personally started with a really big project, documentary feature about immigrants from Ukraine in Europe. It was pretty successful, but I would say I consider myself being lucky during that time. And what I realized when I moved to the United States and I started working on narrative projects, it's good to start with something really small. The smaller project is, the less resources and money it will require to make it. Take Unfinished Chapter for example. We shot it in one day and it blew up online with over 50,000 views in the first week. Compare that to Memory Card, which took 6 months to prepare and 5 days to shoot. Both were great projects, but the smaller one was faster to pull off and just as impactful. That's a very important part. Do not do everything yourself. Hire people. If you don't have budget and you think you're a really good cinematographer, editor, and even sound designer, you can do everything yourself. It's still important to hire even an assistant on a set so you can focus on the different things. Filmmaking is a team effort, you can't do it all alone. Even if you are good at editing, filming or directing, trying to handle everything at once will hurt the quality of your work. On set, I stick to directing so I can focus on the story, the actors and making sure everything runs smoothly. It helps a lot because you can focus on story, you can focus on actors, you can focus on a general picture. Bring in people who are good at specific jobs like cinematography or sound. If you don't have much money, offer something in return, like helping them on their future projects or giving them materials for their portfolio. First of all, provide a really good food. Not pizza. Pizza is great, but also provide something healthy. And don't be shy to ask everyone before shooting a movie if they're vegans or they're vegetarians or they have some diet restrictions, because very often people don't eat everything you eat. Make sure to treat your team well, respect their time, thank them for their effort and feed them properly, not just pizza. A happy team will always do their best work. There is always a big chance that your movie can be unsuccessful, but it doesn't mean that you're a bad director, that you're a bad cinematographer or a bad producer. Maybe just your first project, you need to learn what mistakes you made and start over and making a new one. Don't let failure stop you. Here's the thing, your first project might flop. And it's easy to get stuck in your own head feeling like you're not good enough. I've been there, wasting months being bummed out about my failures. But you know what changed everything for me? I started working on my next project right away. Filmmaking is all about learning and improving. I've made over 10 projects now, and every single one has been better than the last. The key is to keep going. Don't let one bad experience hold you back. After I make a project, I start working on a new one immediately. So if my last project is a failure, so what? I'm working on a new one.
You do realize how life-changing this will be? We'll have our own streaming channels. Merch.
Another good advice is to make first movie not just small, but make it less than 10 minutes long. If you're making a short film, try to keep it under 10 minutes. Most film festivals prefer shorter films because they're easier to fit into their schedules. Longer films like 20 or 30 minutes often compete with multiple shorter projects, and festivals are more likely to pick 3 10-minute movies over one long one, unless your movie is absolutely amazing. This is a very important one. I would say one of the most important parts. Prepare promo materials for your project, such a trailer, poster.
I dictated, Agent Collins. You're a flawless character arc set up by perfect exposition. This isn't even the climax.
shorts, different stuff you can post on Instagram, Facebook, Reddit.
Making your film is only half the battle. The other half is getting people to watch it. Share behind-the-scene clips, trailers, posters, anything that will keep people talking about your project.
Before I put online memory card or unfinished chapter, I was posting a lot of content on Facebook, Instagram and other social media. Some of it went viral.
So, for example, if you go and check my Reddit profile, you can see that some of the videos went really viral. Finished chapter trailer gained 90,000 views. 90, just on Reddit.
It was one of the ways to gain new subscribers, gain new audience, keep people talking about our project, because sometimes festival circuit takes like months before you put your movie online, and you would prefer people do not forget that your project exists. Even when your movie is online, you can just keep posting different stuff so people, new audience that will go to your social media, they can see it and they will go to your YouTube channel and watch the whole project. If you are not an influencer, if you don't have a lot of subscribers, if you don't have a huge audience, you can find someone who has.
When we made Memory Card, we partnered with a retro gaming influencer and it gave us a huge boost. Find people with an audience that matches your film's vibe and see if they will collaborate with you. Even smaller influencers with 10,000 to 50,000 followers can make a big difference.
I wouldn't say go just like to biggest influencers like Mr. Beast. You can just find someone fairly small, just 10, 20, 50,000 subscribers will be more than enough. This type of engagement will help you a lot, and I would say don't be shy to reach out to those type of people. Just when you reach out to them, be very specific. What do you want? Prepare all the materials you can show them about the project you want to make. Use backstage. It might be obvious for many people that it's very important to use backstage for hiring actors, but before we were making our first narrative short movie Memory Card, I was anxious. How can we find actors? How can we find anyone who will play in our movie? I was just reaching out directly to people. Like, do you want to play? Do you want to play in our movie? The funny part is that people just ignore me. And then I realized there's actually a backstage website when you can just put information, you're making a movie, you're hiring people for this and this role. And in a few days, 600 people reached out to me, which was very surprising because I reached out to a few people, they didn't respond to me, and then like 600 people wanting to be in my movie. That was very, very easy, surprisingly good. You need to pay some money to backstage to do that. It's totally worth it, it's very important, and you can hire a lot of great people over there, especially if you're working in New York. New York has like a lot of actors.
Making movies is hard, but it's so worth it. Start small, know your audience, build a great team and just keep creating. Every project is a step forward.
Thank you for watching this video. Please press like and subscribe to Rebel Monkey channel, and see you next time. Peace.